Warm greetings and a supersonic welcome. Today, this video is about how to deal with your school life. So, if you are a school student, then this is super duper important for you because I'm sharing all the experiences from my school life right here, all the mistakes that I made, all the right things I did, so that you can learn from the right things and you can learn from the mistakes also, and hopefully not make them at all so that it will help you in your journey. So, the number one lesson that we will learn. So, I will cover five major points from my school life. Chapter number one is goal setting. So, what happened was, being a very poor student, I didn't know what to do. But after my 11th, I decided that no, no, no. If living at the same hometown at the place will not help me evolve, I would be stuck and I want to really learn and explore how the world works and everything. So I decided that for that to happen, I really need to study a lot. So I started studying just for the reason. So what I did was, in my diary, in a separate notebook, I wrote exactly how many percentage I want to get. And then I wrote down all the subject names and I wrote that, okay, this much number I need to bring in this subject. So this is called goal setting. This is the number one lesson. You must exactly know that uh, what are you good at, what subjects and how much you want to score, what is the flow that you are going through. And also I will bring out few of the notes that I have taken. So so while the whole day was being super, distractful, there were people moving around. My sister and I used to study in the same room, and there was lots of distraction. But what I did was, when everyone was asleep at night and there was total peace, I started studying at that moment. And whole night, like till 2 a.m., 3 a.m., I used to study a lot, make notes, and I kept that diary in front of me that yes, this is the number I want to bring. So I wrote 90% that yes, 90% is something I want to bring. Being a poor student, right, having such a huge goal, I will tell you what benefit it happens when you have a very big goal. So I was now totally focused that yes, I have to bring this no matter what. I broke down my goals into small steps and I started studying. So, coming back to my notes, so when everyone was sleeping, I studied at night. So you need to be super dedicated towards your goal. Just can't write it and then forget it. It won't be really be helpful. So this similar way, when I was barely getting 63% or something until my ninth class, and suddenly in class 10th, I got 75 percentage. Now there was this thing that we had to either choose commerce or science. Being very bad at drawing, I decided that okay, biology is not for me because they really needed to make lots of drawings. So I decided that okay, what is tougher, commerce or science? And as many people told that time that science is tough, so I ended up taking science. So always choose the tougher challenge. The tougher challenge you choose, the tougher you become. And also always choose maths as a subject because you really need to be very good at accounts, stats, and everything. So be either you are in commerce or science or any other stream, learn accounts, learn the calculations. It will help you massively in life. So you should be really good with numbers. You like it, you don't like it, doesn't matter. Even I was very bad. I will cover it in the coming, you know, points that how I dealt with that. Coming back to my points. So we have covered this. Keep making notes because notes are super important. The more notes you make, the more it will help you remember and it will also help you rewire your brain. Point number two. Now coming to the subjects which I was not good at. I was really, really very bad at maths. In my half yearlies, in my eighth standard, I got, you can say that I got this, what we call, I failed in my half yearly exams. So I got like 36 out of 100 or something. And then that was the first time after growing up that I failed. I was feeling miserable. I also failed in science as a subject. And during that miserable time, my father enrolled me to one of the best teachers in maths. So, second thing is finding the right mentor. So, the teacher I am talking about, he made me solve the entire book end to end at least 10 times. It was more than that, but it was minimum 10 times. I remember I knew each and every problem and the solution by heart. So, repetition is the mother of all skills. First time you do it, it would be hard. The second time you do it, you will find it a bit easier, still hard. But the more you repeat, after you do it for 10 times, it will be ingrained in your brain. You would be like, it would be a cakewalk. I knew each and every question, and I was very, very, confident of getting full score in 12th, but due to one mistake and one question which was like out of, it was like totally like a bouncer. So I lost a few marks there. I received 93 out of 100 in my 12th standard. Same guy who failed in 8th class now, because of the mentor, he taught me so well that by that time, maths was the worst subject I could ever, imagine. And by the time 12th happened, maths was my favorite subjects, along with English, Hindi, which were my always favorite. But then maths also became one of the favorite subjects. So always remember that go to the right mentor. I had a very bad mentors in chemistry, so I kept struggling throughout and scored bad marks. But I really am confident that had I had the right mentor in chemistry too, I would have scored really, really well. So this is the point number two, that the right mentor is super important. Now, the third is sports. Never leave sports for studies. At least find 1 hour every day for the sports. Now, why I am enhancing, like I am focusing so much on the sports, while your parents must be saying, stop playing, start studying, it's your boards, this, that. Now, I would be very clear on this point. If you are studying every single day, you won't need to study till the last moment. There are people who study in the car, sitting behind the scooters of their parents and still studying, going through the notes. You won't need it. If you are studying every single day, you won't need it. So, my sister, she used to play badminton one day before her exams. She was so well prepared. So, this is the kind of dedication you need to have towards what you want to do. Now, apart from that, sports teach you team building, teach you mental toughness, it teach you resilience, it teach you how to deal with failures, it teaches you physical strength, confidence, strategy. It's super duper useful. It's just not one aspect, it teaches you many, many things. And one thing that I really regret about my life is that by the time of 8th standard, I had to leave cricket, though three of my coaches used to fight among each other that who is going to coach me personally. And I would have done really well had I gone through that because I was super dedicated. Now, there was a time when our teacher told us to go for a, let's say, a 5 kilometer run. And as soon as we started, the remaining boys used to say, hey, now just walk, no one is coming to watch you. And I was like, no, if sir has told, I will run. And I used to go all the stretch and run. So this builds such a huge caliber inside you. See, cheating will never help you in life. Never. So if there are certain subjects that you are not good at, and if you can avoid them, leave them, take something else, always take it. In my 11th and 12th, luckily I took physical education as the optional subject. That was the biggest blessing in my life because I used to, I got to play every single day when I was in school. So in the being in the physical education, we used to play 1 hour minimum every single day, football, badminton, table tennis, And I got so good at all the sports, even cricket. I was selected in three of the sports I played in district tournaments. Now, you must know your strengths. Physical fitness is super important, and don't leave it for studies. At least 1 hour practice daily. If you are in martial arts, join martial arts classes, do it every single day. And only bookish knowledge is not going to take you anywhere in life. I, being a very poor student, average in studies, have done phenomenally well in my life, in my business, in every single thing, all the areas of life, just because of one thing, because sports was always the core of my life. Now, there was certain time when I was used to be super alone. There was no one to play. And on my terrace, I used to take a tennis ball and a racket, and I used to play a lot with that, hitting on the wall and smashing and playing like that. So it helped me deal with loneliness. It helped me, I started loving myself, my own company, and I started like stopped needing support of others. And that was the phenomenal lesson that I can tell. So whatever you are good at, but be physically active during your school days, it will build up your future strength. And so this is a super important point. Now, after that, uh, have fun. And then the fourth is knowing your strength, which subjects you are very good at. Now, knowing this will help you decide on the future course of your life for your career. Your career will take maximum amount of your life. So 1/3 of your life will go in sleeping, 8 hours, like approximately. Then 1/3 of your life will go in work, and I can say that it would be more than that. So choose very wisely where 1/3 of your life goes, because that's the one thing that you would be doing a lot. So choose something that you really enjoy, that you really love. While I was in college, I never wanted to be an engineer. I wanted to be a writer, but I didn't knew how to become a writer, what field I can choose. Only when I was in third year, I got to know about, okay, there is journalism subject also. So do your research well. Now you have access to internet and everything. There are endless people out there, LinkedIn, social media platform. Connect with people, experience different things, do internship, go out there, explore. Then finally, when you find that, yes, this is the thing I want to do, and then go ahead with it. So, I loved photography a lot. So, had I known it back then, I would have either chosen journalism or photojournalism, because I can stay for 2 to 3 days in jungle to just to click pictures of the wildlife, and I like I won't need anything else if that would pay me well. Now, either you are in a corporate job or you are following your passion. If you dedicate 10 years of your life, of your heart, with all your heart in that stream, you will be super successful. So there is no gap. Like if you're following your passion, then you will earn far less. And if you are not following your, if you are doing some corporate job, then you would be earning a lot. There are many people in corporate who are not happy with the job, with their work, with the work-life balance, nothing. So it's better to do what you love. I would have gone into adventure sports or something, mountaineering, or like something I am really passionate about. Or I would have been a yoga or a meditation coach or something helping people live a better life. What I'm doing right now, I would have started back then. So choose wisely what you love doing. I was very good in Hindi and English, so I could have made a career something in those streams. So choose wisely and, enjoy what you do. Otherwise, even if you earn, I know lots of people who earn lots of money but are not happy. I know many people who earn like all right money, but they are super happy, fulfilled, and have living a phenomenal life. So life is not about how many things you have. Life is about how do you feel, how each day makes you feel. If it makes you feel amazing, that's a beautiful, beautiful life. If you are not feeling amazing, If you are feeling trapped, stuck in a loop, rat race cycle, then it's not really worth it. Take my word, you can keep changing career options if you want to change. There is always a way. There is always a way, and you will find it. So don't worry about this. So this was the lesson number 4. Know your strengths and go after them. Don't make careers in the wrong places. You have the time. Now, coming to the fifth point is stand your ground. What do I mean when I say stand your ground? I wanted to become a writer, but then my father said that there are no for schools for this. So I gave up. I listened to him. He told, do the engineering, then do whatever you want. So I went into engineering. That was a mistake on my side, not my parents' side. I should have stood my ground and said, okay, I will do a research. I would talk to people, find certain ways, and then choose the right stream for me instead of choosing something that I do not align with, and that wasted 4 years of my life, then many more years. Because of that, I got into a job or something or the other. I would have started enjoying life right there in my college itself had I chosen the right thing to do. So don't go for short-term happiness. Don't live to make your parents happy because then if you are unhappy inside, ultimately you will start blaming them, complaining about them, and you will start feeling guilt or anger or some or the other wrong emotions that will harm you and your parents as well in the long run. So choose what you love doing and stand your ground because whenever you will follow your heart, there would be many obstacles. Your parents, friends are going to say you have gone crazy, what you will do with your life like this, how you will feed for your family, how you learn enough money following this is not good enough, something or the other thing. And then you will have to fight for yourself. Fighting doesn't mean yelling or saying, but be in a very polite way, in an understanding way, and then stand your ground that, okay, I understand your concerns and everything. Thank you, but I would still would love to go with what I am doing. So just support me because I'm not going to do anything else. So you need to be that strong. I have seen many people forced into some or the other careers or streams by their parents, and ultimately they were not happy. They got into all the wrong stuffs, or they, they just lost the path. They lost the interest. They lost the, zeal towards the life, everything. So these are the top 5 lessons that I would love to share. I would once again share the key points of all the 5 top lessons. First is goal setting. Be very clear and specific with your goal. Work towards your goal every single day. Right now, phone is a huge, huge distraction. Remove it. You don't need it. Just take 1 hour of the day where you will interact with your friends if you need some help. Start studying from real books, not from the ebooks or through PDFs or this or that. No, no, no. Strictly no. Go get a printouts and then study. So that this is a huge recommendation. Phone will ruin your life. That's not the right age. You must be in charge of your life that I don't need it. Give it to your parents, say I don't need it. And you will manage pretty well. And so check out my next videos. While I was in corporate life for 2 years, I lived without any social media, without any all this stuff. And you would be so happy to know how I lived my life. So, and people used to come and tell me that you are living a dream life. We want to live like you, but we don't know and everything. They used to be in that trapped zone. I used to be the super happy guy. So definitely check out. I would be making that video pretty soon. And thank you. Have a fantastic day. Have a phenomenal life. And remember the key 5 points. First, goal setting, be clear. Second, find the right mentor. Third, sports is super important in life. Keep the physical fitness on top priority. Fourth, know your strength and go towards it. Fifth, stand your ground. So thank you so much. Have a phenomenal time.